So this whole conversation started out with me sending you a text message congratulating you on the Spurs. So how did it feel? Was this special? Did you think this would ever happen again?
Oh, I know, I did, and I know obviously I'm a huge homer, but I truly did. Look, I know everyone falls in love with the sexiness that is the idea of the Miami Heat and LeBron the best player and yada yada, but, if you really watch the games, the Spurs were, for the entire year, they had blinders on because I think all they wanted to do was get another shot at Miami, but then when they did finally get there, they were playing on a level that it was just beautiful to watch. I mean, if you like basketball and you like good team efforts and not just one guy and some other dudes, it was wonderful. And to have been in the seats that I had, which I'm so grateful my dad is my dad, I couldn't have asked for a better, I get to be right behind the bench of the team I despise as they get their butts whooped by the team I love. It was a beautiful, beautiful, my best sports memory.
Now, for those that don't know, Michelle, why don't you tell them why are you a fan of the Spurs? How did that develop?
Oh, well, I grew up right outside San Antonio, and my first, real on-air job, if you can call it that, because it was a children's program, but it was with the Spurs. They basically gave me my career because I don't think I would have ever, which I'm sure somebody out there is like, oh, I wish they never had, but you know what, whatever. They gave me my first shot in front of a camera, and it was kind of like, all right, well, this is fun, and that was it. So I'm forever grateful to them. And as a fan, yes, always.
Can you imagine how those children that you worked with 15 years ago are scarred?
No, you don't even. That's not even the worst of it. Like, I had to pretend to like kids and give them advice. I was like, what am I doing? But you know what? You're young and you don't know any better.
Now, you're doing Sports Nation, and on Sports Nation you have a lot of celebrity guests. So I'm just wondering, who's been your favorite celebrity? Because when you had Gene Simmons of Kiss on, you wore full Kiss makeup. Yeah, that was awesome. Just because he's that guy, he's a tough one to do live television with because he really is sort of on his own little planet, and you never know what he's going to say. It's funny. We had, for the first time, I loved Kevin Costner almost my whole life. I finally get to do something where I interview him, and he's in Bristol, and I'm in L.A. I'm like, how does that make any sense to anyone? But yeah, for me as a 15-year-old girl, that was pretty good. Do you know your co-host on the show, one of your co-hosts, Max Kellerman? Yeah. Does not like me and Don. Wait, why is that? We should all stick together. We're like, the New York family. I agree. It should always be that way. I agree. No, I've been hurt too much. What did you do to Max? What did you do? No, I didn't do anything. It's what he thinks I did to him. Michael didn't do a thing. I'm guilt by association. Is he one of those? Yeah, he's one of those. Exactly. It's a great way to put it. What does he think you did, by the way? Oh, he knows. Oh, man, I got to get to the bottom of this now. I'm excited about this. We were talking to Michelle Beadle, former host of Ultimate Road Trip here on Yes. And Michelle, did Gene Simmons get handsy? Well done, sir. Did Gene Simmons get handsy? Yes, he did. He was he did. Like, he had, some really... Okay, just to put it in perspective, that if I'm sort of left quiet and wanting to get on to the next thing, that's weird. Because I got a potty mouth and I have a dirty mind, but he takes it to a level that I was like, he at one point grabbed my face and showed me this thing he can do with his tongue, and only I and the audio guy who was hooking me up could see it, and it was like, oh dear God, that is not okay. Can I get? Were you attracted to him? No. What? What are you doing? Are you attracted to him? What is this? No. All right, then. No. So we probably feel the exact same way, I bet. Well, I'm not repulsed by him, though. Oh, I'm not repulsed, but the tongue thing was like, I'm sure some people think that's awesome, but I didn't. How about the camera guy? Was he excited? Oh, it was fantastic, because this poor kid is did not need to see that. I mean, he had no idea. We didn't know it was coming. So, yeah, it was, look, the guy's got a talent that is freakishly weird, I guess. Good for him. Now, can we get a promise out of you, Michelle Beadle? Yes. The next time you extract yourself from Hollywood and you're in New York, that you stop by the studio and do the show with us? Absolutely. I was just telling Hurley, I was like, so I have to fly there Friday night after the show, and I come back Sunday morning. I'm like, that's the worst. I know. I need to stay out there for a week. Hopefully soon. Soon.